Okay. So hi everybody. This is Project CHAOSS Project Managers meeting, and you're welcome to our first meeting this year, June 21, 20, January 21, 2025. This is our first meeting. Actually, the last one was supposed to be, I think, 2 weeks ago, because our meeting is bi-weekly. So it didn't hold, but today, January 2021, 20, January 21, 2025 is our first meeting. So welcome everybody. I'm Peculiar Umi, one of the project managers coach here. So I've dropped a meeting link on the chat session. Feel free to add your name. And yes, we'll go from there. In our meeting today, we have just a few things. Since it's our first meeting, we want to lay like a foundation where for us this year, our focus, our goal for the year, and we move from there. So that's first in our agenda. But before we go there, let's have anybody joining us for the first time. Please feel free to introduce yourself.
Yeah. Thank you, Pekula. Yeah, this is my first time on this meeting. I'm Arian or Ariani. I'm from Cameroon. I'm a junior project manager and machine learning engineer. So I initially joined the working group to like out of curiosity and also to contribute to the working group. So that's it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad to have you. So, and welcome to Project Managers Working Group. Feel free to talk with us, share with us, and make contributions when you see what you think you can contribute to. And we're open for suggestions, for ideas, for the things you have in mind that for this particular group. So welcome. Any other person? Okay. So with that, let's move to the next thing we have is our agenda for 2025. Our goal for 2025. So for 2025, we are focusing on working with different teams. I'm trying to get, okay, to bring all the projects they're working on live, right? So we have sub projects here that we have been assigned to some people, and we those are CHAOSS projects. But this year we're trying to do things differently. We want to work on those projects, and also we also want to work on other sub projects that different working groups are working on. So these are two things we are doing this year. First, to build the project managers up, to actually be able to have all the skill needed for them to be project managers. And then next is to work on collaborate with different teams if possible. If we have enough project managers, collaborate with all the teams, all the working group to supervise and to work with them on their project. That's our main goal for this year. So we have drafted out some working group and the project they're working on. And we have also like look into them. And in this meeting, we're to look at it and then share with everybody. And then you pick any project at all you are interested to work on. But before we do that, here we have some sub-project, CHAOSS project we are working on. We started working on since this working group started. Some of this project has been assigned to different people to manage. And this, if we see it, is PM and then maintainer for here, and then we see PM for maintainer here. What we normally do is when we come during this meeting, we take updates from each project anybody is working on. So, but this year we're going to look into this and update, know the active project managers and work with them to find out how these projects are working on. And then other project managers that have been assigned or have a bigger responsibility working on different other projects, we can reassign the project they're working on to other individuals who are available to work on them while they work on the bigger project that they're currently working on. So apart from that, we're also going to look into different other working group, as I said earlier, and see what are new projects are working on, like the technical writers, the the developer group, the working group, the chaos in general, and then we look at the researchers, those different working group, and we collaborate with them to work on the projects they're working on. So these are main focus this year. I don't know if we have any question, contribution, whatever you want to say about that. What do you think this idea we are bringing in and this year for project managers? What do you think about it, and how do you think we can achieve it? Yes, please. Feel free to speak here. Well, free to speak. And in this meeting, feel free to either be without your screen and or turn on your screen, just your choice. So from our goal, please, let's get contributions. Let me hear what do you think?
I have a question about uh, the strategy. You still working on the ongoing project in addition to maybe other projects. So
Yes, the ongoing projects, those projects are like people already, there are project managers there working on those ongoing projects. And then some of the projects are not like maybe the activity or what they're working on, they have concluded, but not as if the whole, that's the recent initiative of that particular project is been concluded. Um,
okay.
Maybe they're waiting for a new thing or something else to work on, because most of our CHAOSS projects are just like continuous project, but sometimes you see that some activity on this project is like going down because what they're working on that particular time is like they've concluded and they wait for the next phase of the project, right? So when such thing happen, what we do is like look at active project that nobody is in charge of or nobody is helping out or nobody is managing at the moment, and we continue working on that. So at like now, this 2025, there are a lot of new initiatives, there are a lot of new projects that are coming on up, right? Some old project that have been existing does not really like need more attention, like this other new one, because number one, the project manager there, they're not like doing a whole lot of work, but they're still working on it. And then the maintainer there is already like there working on the project. But then there's some other new initiative, there's some other new project that are coming up would need like more attention at the moment. So what we do, as the number increase, as we have more people, we keep like assigning them to different uh, other projects. I don't
Yeah,
know if I answer your
got it.
question.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so I think that's what I actually have here about the other projects we're working on here. So the next one we're looking at timing. Yeah, it took us time to like select this day, like I was discussing with Harmony earlier. We're looking at this time that um we're trying to get a time that will be good for everybody, though it's kind of hard to get a particular time that will be good for everybody. But like we can have majority of people like prefer a particular time than others. So we started talking about it with uh within the co-shares, and uh we're looking at Thursdays at 7 p.m. if that will work for most of us. And normally this meetings holds on 6 p.m. what 6 p.m. normally when this if not for this time change with the US time. So instead of 7 p.m. we have it by 6 p.m. So we look at that time, and majority of people like we have some some concerns, and we decide to look at another day and time. So we are looking at Thursdays 7 p.m. instead of Tuesday 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Depends on the US time. So we want to bring it here so that we are all aware in case when we start like posting that or talking about it in the channel, so we are aware that this is what actually we're trying to do. We're trying to see how we can get time that will be unique for everyone. So our suggestion is Thursdays 7 p.m. What? So
Think
please,
why
yeah, go ahead, please.
I think why we say 7 p.m. Thursday, right? So that we would not, keep people immediately after the community meeting. We could also do Thursday, but a different time. And we also should remember that there is Chaos Africa community call on that same Thursday, even if it's bi-weekly. So I think we should draw a poll as well in the project managers group, maybe for the days to begin with, maybe on Monday, on Friday, maybe on Thursday, or even on Wednesday, just to see if people would be able to like agree on a particular day and time through the poll.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, amazing. So we that would be better for us. So once we have majority of people on board with this, so we kind of move with it so that we have like constant. So what will happen is this meeting is just like we want us to like know a brief of this is what we have. We're looking at this year, and then this not all. In our next meeting, we're going to like bring everything we have uh full, but we're actually like trying to focus on getting this time out of the way so that we're sure the time we're moving with through the year, and we're sure that we're not like in the middle of the year we want to try to change this time again for any reason at all. So I'm going to take what you have said about that timing and back to the co-managers uh, DM, and we look at it and then we say that. And once that is said, then I know our meeting, though it's starting today, like I said earlier, it will now start in full force. And what we normally do, you, you manage your project, be with them in the meeting, know exactly what they're working on. And during this project management meeting, you just like update what you work each project and everybody, what everybody is working on. And then we get out those and see where we need a project that need help, a project that is having difficulty, a project that will need more support, and then we attend to all those. And yeah, so that being said, that's all we have. I have for this meeting today. Any other thing you might want us to look into, question, contribution, please feel free to bring them on. Okay.
Yeah. My question is there any action?
Right now, sorry, could you ask your question again?
Not necessarily right now, but yeah, I was asking if there is any action, any call to action or anything, any task to do, like what's next?
Okay, right. So what next will come up during our meeting, in our next meeting? Like I said, we actually want to get this out of our way, right? Then
Yeah.
we also get this set, which is the project that we're working on this year. And again, we move into this. I think this is on the yes here. And so these are the major things we're looking at this year. So once we get this out of the way, then we're moving into uh, all that we have over here. So in our next meeting, we're going to know like project that we'll be working on. We assign everybody, okay, this is the project you'll be working on. In fact, normally what we do is we mention the project, we give you a description about the project, and then you decide, is this project something you want to work on, right? Then you make that selection. So
Okay,
any project,
okay. It works.
yes,
No, thank
any
you.
project, yeah, any project you select, and then that's what you work on, like what we have here. These ones, we have these people working on this, but we are all reviewing this, what we have here before. We have,
Yeah.
yes, we're reviewing them. In our next meeting, we're actually going to have, okay, person is working on this person is working on this, and all that. So for after this meeting, and where there's no like action to take for the project managers work. But you can contribute to any other CHAOSS project. If I also have education project going on, looking for contribution, if you want, you can contribute to that project as time goes on. And then for our next meeting, which will be in 2 weeks time, then we're going to like give you look at this project you select, and then we're going to assign you a particular project you'll be working on. But then we're going to set up this pool, and we have the actual day and time. Is that okay?
All right. Like, thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's all from my end. Any other thing from anybody?
There's nothing from me. I'm good.
Okay.
Nothing for me too. Thank you
Uh,
for the presentation.
okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining this meeting. Our first meeting where we're trying to set our house in order, and then which will help us to move much better, more organized, and achieve great things in this 2025. So I will see you in the next meeting where we will know the project that you will be interested in working on. That will be assigned to you, and subsequently other information will get across to us. I hope that's okay.